Okay guys, welcome to Ashiri channel, and this is Lukman from Just Ashiri. Today we'll be interviewing a very compelling photographer, Mr. Lawy, on my right hand side. So Mr. Lawy, introduction please.
Thank you very much, my people. I'm Lawy, the creative director of Lawy Studio.
Okay, so Mr. Lawy right here with me is managing two studios, am I right? Yes. From two different states. So Mr. Lawy, I want to ask a question. Nowadays, smartphone cameras have gotten incredibly better. Do you see a point where people change smartphone camera to normal camera?
The thing is that when, if I understand your points of talking, you are talking as maybe a photographer selling his own gear, going for phone instead of camera. If you are a photographer, the thing you'll be using is your camera. You can only use your phone or camera, your smart camera phone, to support your normal photographic camera. Hope you are understanding my point.
Yeah, I understand that.
But you cannot use your phone camera as your
compared to a DSLR. Okay, so that's impressive. Now I want to ask, what's the difference between the smartphone lens and the camera lens?
There is a big difference really there. Because let's take it from here. Your camera is your camera.
Definitely.
Your phone is your phone.
Because camera.
So camera cannot perform any other thing apart from capturing a moment, maybe a video, a live video, or taking a picture. While phone is a combination of, smartphone is a combination of many different things. It have a camera, it can make a call, text a message. For that point of thinking, maybe one thing is manufactured for a purpose. You can't ever compare it to something that have multi-purpose.
Yeah, that's true. So, but what I'm thinking is, for example, now, smartphone. Okay, for example, if I have like 150,000 naira, so will you attempt to get like an iPhone 11 Pro Max for my video and photography, or just go for a camera? Which one do you think can stand out?
Even though with that, I can even advise you. Like this now, you can't tell me you go for iPhone 11 Pro Max because of money rather than going for camera. If I won't say now iPhone 11 Pro Max, the worth of iPhone 11 Pro Max in markets now maybe like 400,000, long use, not new one, maybe like 400,000 or 300,000. And with 200,000, 250, 300,000, we get a good camera. When we get a good camera, London use, not new, that will perform a good job for you. Now, calling yourself a photographer and holding a phone, do you ever think any client or anybody will recognize you as a photographer? So I will advise you to go for normal camera rather than going for phone. So now if you now have a camera making your money, later you can also go for phone. That you be using that one to support your camera.
Okay, but is it the reason why I think smartphone camera is a bit on the advantage? Most time, the settings on real camera is too much. Most of us are just after point and shoot. Once I snap, the picture is fine, I'm okay. But most times, a photographer after snapping, they edit, photo edition, the exposure level, ISO, all those things. Either I'm a little more in camera, I don't know those things. So can you just?
That's why we have a lot of different within photographer, normal photographer, and phone photographer. Whenever you use your phone camera to snap a phone, you can also call you a photographer, but we call you phone photographer. That's why we have a lot of different type of photographer. Shade graph. We have different type of photographer in different fields. So with that, we can call you a phone photographer. So you can, so maybe when we have a normal photographer that's carrying a camera, we call that one a professional photographer. When a professional photographer handle a phone camera, you can't compare the level with the way you will handle your camera. So a photography is a profession that is very wide, and that you need a lot, that you need to go deep before you understand it. You can't just say, I want to be a photographer and go to a market before you have because you have the money and get a 1 million or 2 million and get a good camera with good lens and start snapping today. You will be snapping the rubbish. So it's have a procedure, it's have a moment that we take before they can call you a professional photographer.
So procedures level, this is like time spending. So if I may ask, like how long does it take you to become a professional photographer?
It depends on you. Because me, if I have a determination on something, I can achieve it within any moment. It's depend on me, on what I want to achieve.
It depends on the passion.
It depends. Yeah, it's passionate. When you have passion for something, so you know how, and you know we have a lot of people that they are fast learner. You can learn a lot of things within the blink of an eye. Change that. And but I'm not you and you are not me. So I cannot compare the way you learn something to the way I learn my content.
So you mean if I want to learn photography right now, in less than 2 hours, I could be a professional photographer?
We are calling something professional. Professional.
Okay, sorry, mistaken. Like I could be able to, I could understand the basics of the camera in 2 hours. The basics.
Can only within 2 hours.
Definitely. 5 hours, 2 hours, the whole day.
Let's say a whole day. You can understand a lot with that. You can understand the basic. So with that, to be a graduate rate. So the time. So we're having more.
But okay, let's assume this viewer now is an aspiring photographer. So I don't have money, definitely not. But how much is the cheapest camera price range? Like I get a camera for photography and videography. Cheapest.
It's cheapest. It depends on what you want to achieve. So after that, you now go for what is in your pockets. If you have 18,000, I can assure you get a camera.
Well, can the camera beat your iPhone? That's the point. Okay, I want a camera that could do this vlogging job without problem. I'll be satisfied.
You need to spend it all. Everything. You know, this is an investment.
Definitely.
Like you want to establish yourself. So if you want to establish yourself, you need money.
So no price to go at all.
It depends.
100,000, 150,000.
If you have 100,000, you still get something. Let's just say starting from maybe 200,000 to 200,000. So you can call yourself.
Okay. So if you are there, I'm just 20,000 naira for photography. Just keep your money and buy suya. And definitely not. I did nothing. So now
we don't use that to discourage your audience.
I'm not discouraging them. Definitely not. Because
if they have 20,000, let them learn more without 20,000. So search for knowledge first.
Search for knowledge.
It's not, a room was not built in a day.
Definitely. Yeah.
So when you don't have a camera today and you want to be a photographer, you can be renting a gadget, you can be renting a gas. If you have your 20,000 and you have a client today, so you can't tell me you have your 20,000 and you have a client and that client will still pay for 20,000. If I want to do a job, I will make sure I get times 3 of that money.
Definitely, yeah. That's business.
That's easy. If you want to do business without 20,000, that means you gotta rent a gears of 20,000 naira. That's when you need to think that this business I must get like 60,000 naira or 100,000 naira. So with that, you have a savings.
Yeah, definitely sure.
Gradually, if you do that within 2 to 3 months, you have like 500,000 naira. So with that, you can purchase for your camera. Now start the business.
Okay, so at something like that now. Okay, now the iPhone 13 Pro Max, the promotional video, I saw that they're shooting video, like they said they have the cinematic mode where you can use your phone camera like a DSLR camera, shooting in snow and everything. So I was like, are they trying to buy that? Okay, now smartphone can do all the work. Just get it. Okay, this camera, no, just get an iPhone and get the work done. What do you say on that?
See, like what you are saying like this, if I get your point.
Not me, Apple. Apple, that was the posted. That's not me.
Okay.
Underline.
But from your own view, you are trying to comparing phone camera.
Not my view, their view. They are not comparing it. I just told you what I saw in the video.
Okay. See, all these iPhone camera, there is a lot of camera that they are very dedicated camera. They are very, very sharp to the extent that you can compare them to camera. But you can't handle those camera professionally if you are not a professional photographer.
Yeah, I saw that today, like that they shoot out. When
Because a photographer can decide when he has his or her own camera, and he can also decide to buy iPhone 13 Pro Max more to support his camera.
Okay.
I do that a lot.
Wow. Yeah.
I use iPhone camera to support my camera.
Look like a demo shoot out.
So, but you can't expect someone, maybe a client give you a job to shoot, and now go for the job, and you now carry your camera and you start shooting with it. The clients will feel like, are you serious?
Yeah. Is it that the time I went to shoot my last video in
The client will be like, oh, so I can also do this by myself. But when you carry your professional camera, your DSLR camera, your SLR camera, your mirrorless camera, you shoot. You know that no, this one is doing the business. So that's just...
Now speaking of this mirrorless camera, I saw it online. I don't know about camera. I got with my amiibo. So he said that stop camera are mirrorless, some are DSLR. So I don't know. Like, can you tell the major difference between DSLR and mirrorless camera?
There is a lot of people there. You know, day in day out, technology is developing.
Yeah, that's physics.
Yeah. So all these camera are upgrade of camera, upgrade of photography. So mirrorless camera is a new technology camera that they are just developing in the industry of photography. So you are not a photographer.
Yeah. I was actually trying to become one.
It's just an advance in technology in photography industry.
I was trying to become one, but Google was just telling me this, telling me that. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll live for them. I have a master here. I'll tell you everything I want them. So some personal questions. Just the personal questions. Now, what is your favorite camera brand?
I use it. I can't take this my favorite camera brand. I shoot on, maybe should I say, on anything comes my way. I shoot Nikon, I shoot Canon, I shoot Sony.
So you just gave us today. You gave us Nikon, Sony, and Canon. Okay, so definitely tested and trusted. I had a look at my Fujifilm. You know it?
I know Fujifilm.
I like the camera. I like the house. I like Fujifilm.
Maybe a live Fuji dance.
Okay.
Maybe that's why you say that.
Maybe I like
It's also a good camera, so it's just depend on your choice.
You know, I saw one Fuji camera for about 120,000 naira, but they now have the audio input port. So
Yeah.
that
You can hear the money.
120,000. Yeah.
So they will also have a camera that will have that box.
Definitely, but
So
that was 400,000 plus.
maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so that's number one. Now, number two, what is your favorite game?
Game?
Yeah, game.
Bro, I don't play game.
Wow. So, what's your boy? What do you do with your boy?
Eh?
What's your what do you do?
What I do? Bro. See, not that I don't like game.
Definitely.
I don't know, maybe I like game. I don't like.
Okay, see,
I can only say I like game if if I'm late busy.
Definitely.
I'm usually busy.
Okay, always busy.
Right.
Yeah. In fact, because of his business, we scheduled this video for 10:30. Now this is 12 o'clock. We're still shooting. Okay, so now number three, your favorite picture. Do you have a favorite picture? Like start. Definitely. So
I can say this. Definitely, I have favorite pictures.
picture. So
Not the
we
picture.
are taking three. We put it on the platform. Then number next, what is your favorite? When have you ever got a show camera?
Extreme in one sense.
Like that, I saw a video of using drone to take a wedding shootout.
That's very simple.
So like when I've ever got extreme, like you know, we went full force.
I have a lot. Like if I can remember, there is a issue that I want to capture a moment, and I will need to fall inside a pool.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I need to capture the moment, and I make sure I capture it.
Oh, concentration.
Another thing, in my school, there is a building there, we call it engineering building. So maybe like 5 or 4 story building, I can't remember. Where at times we need to go to the up. So I go to the upper level. I stand at the edge. Because I want to capture a moment.
What if the bridge just
Like a lot of audience are just passing by and saying me, guy, you want to kill yourself? I don't want to.
But the passion is there.
I want to achieve this, bro. So that is it.
So like okay, how many camera are in this studio personally?
I can't tell you that. It's well below.
Cameras. Like just give us like a number.
I can't hear you.
Okay, there are no cameras. Okay, so if you are those of you I thought you gonna buy suya, just for ticket to come over here and still camera, you won't notice no worry. You don't have any cameras here. So
I know. I know how many cameras here, but I can't tell you.
Okay,
the number. I don't just want to disclose that.
Okay.
So I have a lot of cameras.
okay, so number next is you see how simple a camera a mobile camera shootout is. I don't need gears. Just my hand and just I'll give shit. But it's camera, I'll need lightings and are they really important? Like I don't know, are they really important?
It's very important. It's very important because if someone asks you a definition of photography, they will tell you photography is an art of creating an image through the source of light.
Source of light, yeah.
So without light, there is
no
anything like
photography.
photography. Yeah. So it may now be a natural light or artificial light. So it depends on what you want to achieve at that particular moment.
So number 6 question, what app do you open first when you wake up?
Come again.
What app do you open first once you wake up?
I open WhatsApp first because a lot of my clients chat me most through WhatsApp. So I'll open my WhatsApp, maybe I have a message.
Do WhatsApp first?
WhatsApp first. Instagram.
Okay. Say that for number 7 question because number 7 question says your 5 most used app.